Alright YouTube, almost 6 Falconer, back with another freaking exciting video. The other day I was taking a walked across the footbridge down by our local river, which really isn't a river. Anywhere else it would probably be just considered a drainage ditch. But anyways, regardless, there's a bridge going across top of it, and I noticed a couple electrical cords tied off on the bottom of the railing. Here and here. So me with my ever curious mind pulled the cords up and found a sawzall and a circular saw in the water. Somebody must have been fishing or something, I don't know. So I pulled them up, brought them home, said, hey, I'll take a look at them. It'd be fun to tear them apart. This color, what the hell were we thinking back then? Oh God. Anyways, so screw the circular saw, I got a ton of them things. I want to pull this sawzall apart. See, I mean, it looks in pretty good shape. ROCKWELL. It's a, you have a wood or metal option. It's orbital or reciprocating. What is it? So it has 2 speeds, 1900 RPM or SPMs and 2200. So at 1900 you're 4.8 amps, 2200 you're at 8 amps. So I'm assuming the action here is what changes the speed, because the trigger just seems to be a single speed trigger. Figure if this runs, I'll give it to Junior the Third, because he's looking for something to just cut up sticks and crap to turn on his lathe. So rather than using chainsaw, use this. So let's pull this bitch apart, see what's in there. I'm gonna take the brushes out first. This thing's been sitting for, it's been about a week, so it should be pretty dried out. I really kind of have a PTSD when it comes to these freaking sawzalls. That brush looks good. Years ago I was replacing a sewer line, drain line, down in the basement of a 2-family home. Not really a basement, it's more like I was fucking splunking. Isn't that what they call it when you go cave exploring? One of them, it was a crawl space that you had to like really freaking do a low crawl to get in. That one looks good too. You know, one of the ones where you gotta crawl on your belly, then you're trying to use a tool and pushing with your toes and shit, trying to make yourself longer. I'm gonna pull the back off first. I want to see the cord, because as you can see, somebody fixed it. I don't want to plug it in until I know what's in there. But so I had the stack cut out, and I had to go get a part. I can't remember what it was. I mean, this was freaking 15 years ago. So I told the landlord had already told everybody they couldn't run any water, couldn't flush the toilets. Ooh, man. I mean, it's corroded up in there, but I think that's just from the water. But that what's that called again? The armature, whatever. That looks not bad shape. Wiring looks not bad shape. Oh, it is 2-speed. You got lower high. Yeah, seems to function. Well, that don't look bad. It's back when they made things America. I don't even know how old this is. I'm gonna have to look that up. It's a model 6772 Rockwell Type 4. Anyway, so I had to go get a part, and I went and told the people upstairs and downstairs that I was leaving. Don't flush the toilets. Don't take a shower. You know, don't, because there's the drain's unhooked. There's no stack. So, anyways, I left my my Sawzall, this one laying down there, directly underneath the stack, like an ass. Anyways, I went and got the part I needed. Came back, and this thing here was covered with, like, you know, somebody had been out drinking pretty good, you know, like drinking Genesee cream ale all night or something, and did a freaking nasty pudding poop all over this freaking saw. I hate even touching this saw now. Freaking just grossed me out. And the chick that did it, she was by herself, or, you know, lived by herself in the upstairs apartment. She was a good looking girl, but after I saw what came out of her, I was like, oh God, that's nasty. So ever since then, I'm not really crazy about Sawzalls. So that's just my thing. Why didn't I just shoot this in with my gun? I get busy talking. I like to hear myself talk. Alright, so let's, you know, I can't even remember how the hell to put a blade in one of these. These old timer ones. I'll have to see if there we are there. Freaking action's still smooth as hell. Man. Let's see, with this thing, we just loosen that up, put a blade in there, get it on, supposed to go on that pin in there. I'll have to do a little rechecking of that. Nice. I wonder if we can take the that off. See what it's made of. What the hell? Didn't cost me anything. I got to do something on this coronavirus freaking stupid ass lock. Mama's in the house. At least the weather's good enough I can be outside. So it's a little cold, but it's sunny today. This ooh. What do we got in there? Oh, all right. Oh, got that spring up in here that wants to pop back a little bit. There's our this is metal. Up there, that's wood. So this must Because the wood is the one where you use the orbital action, right? Yeah. Alright, so there's... Huh. Oh, look at that. Water. Can you see that? Rusty water. But shit looks good in here too. Looks like there's sawdust messed around in there. Let's see. Interesting. Interesting. I think that's as far as I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to put it back together, check that wire out. Let me throw this in the fire. Alright, I'm going to slap it back together. I'm going to check out that cord. I'm going to fire it up. If she works, then we'll take her on a little test spin trying to cut something. Alright, move it back. Alright, YouTube, here's a LOL smiley face emoji. I peeled back the UL listed masking tape. Apparently it's UL certified. Look at this repair job. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I did. Can you see what I'm saying? Good thing I didn't try to plug it in. I don't think we would have got too very far with that. Alright. I figured out how to put the blade in the thing. It took me forever to remember how to freak to do that. So I just put that old crappy metal blade in for that. So I gotta find me a freaking demolition blade. I wanna, if this runs, I wanna see what it'll do. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, YouTube, back at it. Another day. I got tired of farting around with it yesterday, so I didn't finish. But what I did do was, since she wouldn't power up, I don't know if I came back or not. I did a more better job of fixing the cord the wrong way for now. So all you orange vest safety people out there, or yellow vest, don't have a fit. I'm going to fix it properly if I get it running. What I did when I plugged her in, well, let me show you here. Here's the old wires, how they had it wired up with the UL listed masking tape around there, but you can see how the wires, when they plugged it in, she sparked against herself there. So but as far as this thing Jesus, now I want to say chooching, as far as it not firing up, I was having power to the switch. I mean, I can't see any reason why I wouldn't be firing up unless the windings are bad in there or something. But what I did was I blew this out with air, freaking WD-40 in there, sprayed it all over everything, blew that out. Been letting it sit to drain out. So as far as that, then I took the trigger apart because I was getting power to the trigger, but she wasn't firing up, so I took the trigger apart, drilled the rivet out, right there, pulled this apart just to look, because I was going to say screw it, just throw it out. I mean, there's really nothing in here to go bad. I mean, it's 100% mechanical and heavily built. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take WD-40, spray it in there, spray this, clean all this stuff up, put some new grease in there a little bit, and try to reassemble it if I can. So that's the task at hand right now. So let me get that done, and we'll be back. All right, YouTube, I'm back. I put the trigger assembly back together, cleaned that up. I lost one of the little brass plates that goes on a spring. It kind of looks like this, the bearing for the speed switch, but I figured, what the hell? I mean, it sounds like it's working good, you know, WD'd it, blew it out. I lost it when I blew it out with air. I put my hand around the damn thing tight, blew it out, and that little piece went choo somewhere, so screw it. WD'd all in here, blew it out with air. Everything looks good. The brushes are good. I checked them with the multimeter. They seem to check out good. I zip tied the trigger because I don't freaking trust this shit metal on metal with wires, and so I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna see, plus with WD-40 all over there and all that. I don't, because I got absolutely no freaking idea what I'm doing. So let's got this zip tied. I'm gonna plug it in the cord here, and let's take a look. See. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that fucker took off. Huh, cool. Alright, well, let me slap it back together. If this does work, then I'll make sure that trigger's all put together right later on, but I just want to see if it works. So, well, might as well stay right here. Let's see. We gotta go. Let's see, I'm unplugged. Well, yeah, of course I'm unplugged. Well, the way I had the trigger rigged up, it's only on high right now. So I gotta find a rivet or something to stick in there. Right, come on. Oh. Be nice if I had the holes lined up, right? Good enough. Burp, burp, burp. Yeah, close enough. All right, again, I'm not going to hold on to this yet because I don't trust myself. So let's plug her in. Well, I gotta tell you, on high speed, that freaking thing rock and rolls. Holy shit. Let me plug in my Porter Cable turd collector saw, and which apparently Porter Cable and Rockwell, I mean Rockwell is now Porter Cable. So that's what it seems like I gleaned checking out the intro net. Alright, let's take a listen to this bitch. That one sounds like it's going faster. Oh well. Whatever. Alright, well there you have it. It works. So if you know nothing at all about this shit like I do, you can fix it. Taking that switch apart is not for the faint of heart though. So I gotta make sure I get that properly put back together. Well, that's it. Rockwell River Rescue. It works. Just make sure you use UL certified masking tape when you rewire something, and then make sure that you just twist the wires together and then tape them all up right like that. So that's how you make things work. All right, that's it. See ya, bitches.